I feel like I've taken the mood of the stream down to a very serious point, so let's bring it back up. But
well, actually, here, my other controller, which doesn't randomly disconnect, is probably charged, so let me switch.
But just to finish the thought, I think we need to understand when dealing with hate groups that they don't care about the facts, and they will constantly demonstrate that. And that when you're arguing against them, you're not arguing to convince them, because you're not going to convince them. They'll either drag themselves out of that pit on their own, or they won't. You can't win it. But you will get other people to see what those contradictions are, and perhaps not follow in their footsteps. And the reality is that, like, if you look at most deprogramming work and how it has functioned, like, it's been a very consistent message that, like, direct conflict, I put in quotation marks, style conversation doesn't change their minds, but that the kernel of information, given enough time to grow, will get them to eventually make a decision on their own, if they're capable of changing their mind, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if they haven't been too poisoned already.
Exactly. Anyway, to bring this back around, a lot of those groups are exactly why things like Trans Lifeline are so important in supporting trans people, because of the things that we deal with from these people.
So please donate. We're $200 away from our goal of releasing incredible posters of Ringo Bingo's filmography. I'll read a sad fanfic about Nell from The Haunting of Hill House, which is gonna be weird tonally, but you know, whatever, it's fine.
Is it gonna be that weird tonally now?
I mean, have you just heard the conversation I've been I feel like it's about on par with what I'm saying right now, so...
I would say, while you were having that conversation, I wrote out a plot outline for Antarctica Under Dark.
God bless.
Oh my god, yes. I want to establish that, like, I think this stream is a perfect encapsulation of what a lot of the Chaos Twins voice calls go between. Just extreme earnest emotion to just
trash.
Whatever the fuck bullshit we're saying, to us screaming about, like, he's a clean boy, sweet man, and I love him.
God. That is a thing we have said multiple times.
Also, it's fucking garbage posters, man. Look at him.
Meanwhile, I hate this final gummy ship level where they put you in a fucking enclosed space full of lasers. The gummy ship is not very maneuverable at the best of times, but it's really bad. Just have fun watching me bump into walls for a while, because I have to find my way out of this hell.
This is a really terrible level.
It's bad. I don't like gummy ship levels, but I really, really don't like this gummy ship level.
I found another picture of Ringo Bingo. Now he's paragliding. He's having a great time. So happy.
Also, we had decided originally that Luigi Bingo was the clean-shaven one. I don't know.
Luigi Bingo. So actually, yeah, those photos fit more as Luigi Bingo. So Luigi Bingo is just Jason Alexander in Seinfeld with a mustache drawn on.
I mean, in fairness, I could draw a beard on him.
Yeah, if you can add the beard, then we're all good. And then Jason Alexander in the 1990s Cinderella that stars Brandy. That's Ringo Bingo. It's the goatee versus the mustache, and the mustache is heart shaped.
Drawn on.
Yeah, it's drawn on and it's heart shaped, and it's amazing. I'm very excited for Chad to see the work that Lady Knight put in. I also just love that, like, I need to recognize just how committed to the bit Noah for Polyphonic was, like, right off the fucking bat, and I love it so much.
The posters.
Neela,
right now I'm fighting a big thing, so I definitely can't look at this right now, but I will when I'm out of this hell.
I mean, it's pretty inspirational. As soon as I heard about it, I'm like, okay, time to go edit Wikipedia.
Only Wikipedia wants us to put facts on there, and then it got taken away because it didn't cite it. I have no idea how you got away with doing it.
Oh, I just, I mean, I didn't do this, but if I were to have done something. Supposedly adding Ringo Bingo facts to Tommy Wiseau's Wikipedia page, I would just inspect elements and change it there, and then screenshot it.
Oh, see.
Oh, that's dangerous. Be careful that nobody learns they can do that with tweet or create screenshots.
Yeah, you know, I have a lot of abilities that come from computer science, where I'm just like, I'm just gonna never use that. I'm just gonna pretend like I don't have that knowledge.
Tell nobody.
Don't tell them about your skills, otherwise they'll know. They'll call the cops.
No, I just...
If the men find out we can shapeshift, they're going to tell the church.
The church! I love that
What?
video. That's the contouring video. Gates, I'm pretty sure, or no, wait. Airnock, I'm pretty sure I showed you the contouring video.
By Sailor J? Oh, I'm gonna find it and link it in chat.
Yeah, Sailor J Contouring 101. There's a bit, basically, she's doing a contouring tutorial, but she's saying weird shit while she does it. And one of my favorite bits is, if the men find out we know how to shapeshift, they're going to call the church. So we might as well pack our bags and be off to the nunnery!
Wild. We both know that I just forget things.
That's fair.
Say all sometimes.
You can use makeup to hide your nostrils. Men will be bewitched.
Men
and
don't
hand over
like
their wallet.
nostrils! Rich women don't need to breathe.
Full face of makeup. She's got like a bright red lip, and she's like, "Look at me. I look fresh out of the womb."
I look like Rihanna.
I feel like this is about the same level of energy of what the fuck to when I explained Jermaine Clement's character in Gentleman
Yep.
Goofs.
Yep, that was how I felt.
Someday we're gonna watch that movie. And we're
One
just
day we shall.
The bad scene. We're just gonna skip the one bad scene.
What's the bad scene?
It's transphobic, I think.
A character Granny, and I hate it. The rest of the movie is good. That one scene is bad. To be clear,
It's fine, we all have problematic babes.
when it was both shot and when the film is set, to be honest, kind of the fitting language. I still don't think it's necessary, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna like one of my favorite movies because of this one line. I'm just gonna skip that one line and acknowledge that yes, the film has a problem, and every time I recommend the movie, I'm going to give a heads up that the film has that problem and when the problem happens, so that people know. Because it's a really good movie, but I also hate that line.
I think we need to draw a beard on that, is what I think. Because that's a good picture that Neela made.
Yes, it is. Oh my god.
I found it. I'm digging through the archives. What are you saying, maid?
It's late. Don't question.
I'll question whoever I want. I can and I will question, and I cannot be stopped.
I mean, that's the Jewish way, but also, I'm tired. I cannot stand up to rigorous scrutiny right now. Because I'm being shot at by 30 billion lasers. Fucking shit. This fight goes on for so long.
Guys, the script is writing itself.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you for the $5, Doodlebot.
Alice.
I have all the characters and like...
To try and see if there's anything there.
It just came up on the screen. The pop-up came up on my end, so it might be a minute.
Hit Points Lovecraft with Ringo Bingo Origins, $10. Anonymous with $20, and Lady Noble Song $30.
Thank you.
And then Doodle Socks,
Fox.
Phyllis. I'm on another level right now, so
I know. Me too.
the Doodle Fox fell asleep for an hour or two while watching the stream, but I left it on the background, still here for the long haul.
Aww.
Take care of yourself, though, okay?
I appreciate that. Thank you.
How many people are
Damn,
in
this
for
fight
the
goes on
long
for so
haul?
long.
But it's like an endurance test at this point. It's like, can I stay awake?
Giant Bomb used to have this thing that they called the Endurance Run, where it would basically be a let's play of a game, but they would just go as long as they could tolerate it.
Lucky for me, I can play Kingdom Hearts till I die.
Don't though.
I won't. I'll try.
Doctor's warning, please don't do this.
Not recommended. Don't try this at home.
Not ideal.
Don't do like I do.
9 out of 10 doctors recommend to not play Kingdom Hearts until you die. The 10th doctor is Lady Night.
Square Enix cannot be trusted. Don't listen to them if they say definitely play it till you die.
Oh my god. It's a miracle. I found another version of that picture where he's got a beard.
Mila, did you Photoshop? I'm gonna lose my shit when I look at this, aren't I? The 10th Doctor is Sarah.
No, main argument, Kingdom Hearts doesn't kill people.
Here, I'm
because we
gonna
also-
here's a picture so that she knows what the beard looks like. It's a very specific.
Goddamn, I'm free.
Well, this was on his trip to Antarctica, so he would have been traveling to the pole of isolation. Oh my god. That looks like the same beard Alice had in her tomboy phase.
What?
Or Abigail, I'm sorry.
Guys, just look at this place.
Goddamn. Sora, you should not be excited to go to a place called the Keyblade Graveyard. What's wrong with you, child?
He's such a positive boy. He's probably thinking, I can maybe pick up a new one.
I know. Of course he is. He's just like, I'm sure I'll make loads of new friends.
I'll make friends. I'm Sora. I'm gonna make friends in the Keyblade.
Man, I can't wait to defeat death.
By dying
excited.
3
I'm gonna kill
times. For a goofball, Sora's finally growing up and making grown-up decisions. About time. This is from Donald, apparently. Hashtag Sora, hashtag Donald, hashtag Goofy, hashtag Destiny Islands.
Donald is just his dad.
I mean, Donald is his dad. That is true.
You know what I really I really wish the way these worked were exactly the way they work in this game, except Goofy and only Goofy had a verified checkmark.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god. I want that. I want this in my life.
Because the background storytelling of that is just so choice.
Idiots! Look at them, all standing in a line like they're badasses. These fucking anime dipshits. And 3 Disney characters, because reasons. I love this franchise.
Someone's coming.
Also, reminder, we're still trying to get to 4,000 so we can post those movie posters for Ringo Bingo. Oh, also, here's Xehanort, who only walks like a villain all the time. He just walks and talks like this. This is Xehanort. He's the main villain. This is the first time Sora is technically meeting him.
We know so little about the Keyblade War.
God.
Only that it was just the beginning. If ruin brings about creation,
Oh, it's time for the essay.
would another Keyblade
Yeah, it is.
War bring?
That's what happens when when
darkness
Organization
falls,
13 show up.
will we
They
be
like to
found
monologue.
worthy of the precious light the legend speaks of.
Fucking hell.
Or will
God
all
damn.
of creation be instead returned to the shadows?
Today we will recreate the legend
young
and
Xehanort.
see.
Or maybe that's Ansem. Is that Ansem? That's Ansem. There's Zimnis!
But
I'll never
first,
forget man sex.
Your light shines far too brightly.
Oh, I forgot that that's.
The letters of his name rearranged make
In
man
order
sex.
for the truth to be seen.
There's no cishet explanation for these characters or anything in this
I
game.
mean, but the problem is they're made by a Japanese
Only
creator.
when
I'm
your
like,
hopes
does
have
he?
been broken by battle upon battle
Do they?
can the key be claimed
know.
to
Oh,
Kingdom
Vanitas,
Hearts.
take off your stupid
And
motorbike
break
helmet.
you is
There's
what we
young
shall
Xehanort.
It has been
There's young Xehanort. The other one was Ansem. I don't remember. There are too many white-haired motherfuckers. There's a lot of
Such
people
a
with
bunch
white hair being
My
idiots
favorite
in this
thing-
franchise.
My favorite thing about True
Look at how
Organization
many there
13
are.
is that the plot of them getting themselves from different points in history to form a hit team is the plot of the Vector's Lab movie.
I think we just hit 4,000.
Oh my god, I think somebody donated like $200 almost? Damn.
I think that was
Read it out.
yeah.
Thanks for telling about my uncle's work. It's time he gets the recognition he deserves, but more importantly, trans rights. And I'm assuming, fuck yeah. I was saying assuming because it started out.
The handle, the name on it said SHC Bingo.
SPH bingo. Now, here's the thing. I can't tell if that's supposed to be Rasputin, because Rasputin is canonically...
I don't know if that's Raz.
Raz is...
Wait. Oh my god, we're at 3.
We're 1 cent away!
What?
You can make this happen by donating...
Somebody donate $1, please. I don't think you can donate a penny, but can somebody give us $1?
Donate $1! Donate $1!
Somebody give us $1. Quick,
Make
check
me
the
sad.
cell phone for change.
We're almost there. I was ready to post that picture too.
Oh my god. Also, yeah, Neela, post it and then post the link in stream.
God, that's
Oh my
funny.
god, yes, Neela. The hang gliding one is perfect. Oh my god. Oh my god. What a moment.
Hold on.
The 1 hour when West Londoners are extremely rude, or as they call it, Greenwich Mean Time.
What the fuck?
The time zone. The time zone is called Greenwich Mean Time, as in like the mean, of a set of numbers. But
Think somebody donated
If
$1.
you change from its original name, then it's Angry Hour.
The tweet is composed. All I have to do is hit send, but I'm not doing that until we get to this point.
Somebody donate $1.
Yeah, if you donate $1, I'll link the Ringo pic.
Anonymous donated $1. Okay, be the Ringo Bingo you wish to see in the world.
oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm so happy.
Thank you. Thank
That was
you.
me, by the way.
Thank you, Gates. Neela, yes, please post this. Oh my god, we've now got a couple people donating $1. Thank you. Somebody just, their handle says okay. Points Lovecraft?
Yeah, that's my Twitch name.
Oh! Oh, hey, Finn, what's that? Hi!
Okay. You Ringo hungry animals. Here's the picture.
Also the posters. Also the posters. We need to
I'll post them. For
yeah. The posters that Noah from Polyphonic unearthed.
by @Polyphonic. Rare posters of Ringo Bingo's work.
Oh, I almost forgot to get the picture.
Ringo Bingo Hive. It's very important that you. Oh my god!
Hashtag Ringo
It
Bingo
starts
Hive.
auto completing now. I can auto complete with Ringo Bingo Hive. Posted because we reached $4,000.
Oh, I almost forgot to include the picture of him with the bust of Lenin.
Where are we gonna draw a mustache on that? Aronoff, you decide. You're the decider on the lore.
Yes, it's very important that Luigi has his mustache and that Ringo has his little goatee thing that he's got going on.
That's what that's called. Oh my god. I feel like such a jackass now. I forgot that
It's
that
like a chin
kind of
strap
beard.
goatee. I can't remember what it's called. Like it's something like that. Like
no.
a chin strap or something.
It's a goatee. I forgot that it was called a goatee, and I was like, the only reference I had was like, that's what Abigail's beard used to look like before, in the old times.
Oh my god, someone's been going back to the Ringo Bingo Hive tweets, and they found the ones from the other day, because I just got a notification from someone liking, if you can't accept me at my Ringo Bingo, then you don't deserve me at my Luigi Bingo. Real stands understand.
You said a lot of shit that night.
We said a lot of things. They were certainly
Also, I want to let us release all the Ringo Bingo lore before I give us a complete tonal shift and read a sad Haunting of Hill House one-shot.
I'm almost released it. And then
No, you're fine. I've got a heartless boss thing happening.
All right, Ringo, other Ringo picture live. Follow for more Ringo content. Follow me on Twitter about go.
So as I create more stuff for like Midnight Arctic or whatever it's
what was it? Antarctic After Midnight or something like that?
Antarctica on the dark. But as like as I create more stuff, I've just been putting it into the chat.
I love that. I'm gonna have to read through it all at some point, but my brain is not capable of reading words right now.
Oh, same.
That's entirely fair.
I'm just playing Kingdom Hearts till I die.
I am drawing my new profile picture that's going to be based off of the screenshot of myself in the coming out video.
And I am gonna go to the bathroom. BRB.
BRB. I am doing some things. Okay, cool.
It's actually nice because I've been struggling with the story, so like having something that's just coming quite easily is nice.
Yeah. I'm just so many heartless. So many heartless. I don't know if y'all are watching along. There's a lot of them right now. Like so many of them that the ones far away are like missing frames. The ones in the back are just moving at a slower frame rate for some reason.
Oh my god,
I mean, that reason's probably the horizon.
I mean, no, it's literally like the ones in the back are like, look at this weird frame rate happening with the Heartless. There's so many, they're moving at like weird 12 frames per second speed.
Yeah, they are kind of clipping.
I'm pretty sure this always happens during this fight because there's just too many Heartless.
Chat's response to the post is great. Now this is art.
Hell yeah.
I want this to have the full energy of just like we've stepped into another universe. What the fuck is happening?
Do you mean in Kingdom Hearts? Because I don't know, there's a lot of Heartless.
There's a lot.
Yeah, this is actually the simplest Kingdom Hearts has ever been.
It's just simple and clean. I don't know what to tell you. It's just simple and clean. I'm blowing up Heartless with a goddamn choo-choo train. That's simple and clean. My sanctuary. My sanctuary.
Oh my goodness.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
man.
I love
Don't you
this
put
game.
that.
What is it again? All aboard the emotional something train. Choo
What was it? Oh, all aboard the pain train. Choo choo, motherfucker.
Well, that's basically what we're going to be doing in a second once we get to.
Why is there a train? I don't know. There just is one right now. I'm blowing up Heartless with it. It's a fun time.
Man, neither Goofy nor Donald are practicing safe roller coaster etiquette.
Honestly, I don't know if any of us are really aiming the train. I think the train is just sort of doing its own thing while we're on it. Like, if anyone's aiming it, it's probably Sora. He's in the front.
It's
But,
being controlled by
debatable.
Pipsy and Nomura.
That is the truest statement yet.
He has a little DualShock controller and he's doing it from his apartment.
God.
Wait, is it the 17th train from Dum Dum?
I don't know. Maybe? It's definitely, it's one of the attraction commands. It's referencing something in the Disney parks. And the things referenced in Disney parks are mostly from the Disney movies, so maybe? Seriously, how are there still Heartless? We've gone around this thing like 5. What? I feel like we're just shooting at them now and nothing's happening. What if I just do this forever? What if this is the rest of my life, shooting at Heartless on a choo-choo train?
I mean, then we'll probably raise a lot more money. If you're just doing this forever.
Alright, let's do a finishing move. Apparently there is one. Let's see what this does. Oh boy. This is doing like the roller coaster thing. We're gonna go up really high. Whee!
Oh my god. Someone is going back through all of the tweets we made.
God bless.
Rainbow Bingo.
Ooh, I learned Glide.
And that's amazing.
I need to just really quickly implement Glide, because it's my favorite. I like to fly. Yeah. Now I fly. No, wait, come on. There we go. Look at him. Look at this idiot. What if I just fly everywhere now? Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Should I? That's that speeding train? I don't know. Probably. Should I pause before we get to the next really dramatic cutscene that's going to happen soon? For me to read Haunting of Hill House fanfic?
Probably a good idea, yeah.
Okay. Who started the Ringo Bingo meme? Me, Adequate Emily, and Aronach.
The correct answer is nobody. He's real.
The Chaos Twins, like, brought him into existence. For most of them.
Birthed him.
A subsect of us.
Just through pure chaotic energy, he just, like, became real.
We just
Hollow-boned Sora is so cursed.
Eh?
Someone in the comments said, "You see, Sora is hollow-boned, thus he has the ability of flight."
Okay. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to read this. This is gonna be such a weird tonal shift. This is sad. It's only like 2,000 words. That's not long, right? I mean, I could read the one about Theo, which is under 2,000 words. What do you think, guys? I don't know.
What character does chat want? How do you make a poll?
Yeah, I do technically have something written for all 5 of the Crane siblings in Hill House. Do you have a preference? I was leaning towards Nell because that's my favorite, but I have Theo. I wrote something for all 5 siblings. One shot for each of them. Ironic Christian says Nell. Is there any other opinions? Because otherwise I'm opening up Nell.
I mean, I would say 2,000 words would take on average about 7 minutes to read.
So. Really? Yeah. Okay. All right. Then Nell it is. We ready? Okay, so this piece is called Raindrops, and all of these one-shots I quoted a bit of lyrics from the musical Ghost Quartet, because I'm that bitch. So the quote says, "You know that moment right before you die is such a gift because you get to choose what goes through your head, what your last song will be. I thought of someone I love very much, smiling in bed, clutching a teddy bear. And then I let the train rip through me." Ghost Quartet is a wild musical. So when Nell was a little girl, she liked to imagine the fantastical, ponies and princesses and tea parties and cups full of stars. When Nell was a little girl, she lived the fantastical, just not in the way that little Nell might have hoped for. She lived with ghosts and demons and disappearances and phantoms who haunted her all her life. When she grew up, she understood the difference between her fantasies and the reality she lived, although no one ever really believed her or listened to her, and slowly, that reality ripped her apart from the inside. Time wasn't a straight line. It wasn't linear. It wasn't like a line of dominoes. Time was a circle. Time was a raindrop. Time was raindrops or snowflakes. One moment she was a child wandering Hill House with Luke. The next she was witnessing her death. The next she was reliving some insignificant moment of her teen years. And the next she was still dead and still at Hill House. It was winter now, and a few stray snowflakes found their way inside the cavernous halls of the house. She no longer felt the cold, but she still loved snow. Her mother was the first to die. Back when Nell was too young to understand what death even meant, she wanted to use puffalopes and write letters to her mom so she would know what was happening with everyone while she was away. She tried to explain to her siblings, but it only seemed to upset them, so she stopped. Luke understood, of course, because Luke always understood. The night Arthur died, Luke called her. He was stuttering and talking too fast, and Nell could just tell from the way her own pulse seemed to thrum a little too fast he was probably high. But he called her, just minutes after it happened. The phone rang, and Nell blindly reached for it, barely able to pick herself up off the floor. "Nell, what happened?" Luke asked, panic audible in his voice. She could barely speak. She just kept sobbing into the phone, into Arthur's chest. Nell, what happened?" Luke kept asking, until she managed to say just one word. "Arthur." And she didn't have to say more, because Luke knew. Of course he knew. "I'll call Steve," he said. I'm sorry, Nell." She just kept crying and nodded her head like he could see. Maybe he could feel it and know. I'll get Steve." He hung up the phone, and Nell let hers drop to the floor. Watching them all at her funeral made her ache, because even now they couldn't stop arguing. Shirley was mad at Steven, who was mad at Dad, and Theo was always angry, and she just wanted them all to stop. She kept standing there begging them to stop. There were only 5 of them now. They would have to be good to each other. They would have to stop acting like this and help each other. She wanted to take them all by the hand and drag them back from these stupid squabbles, but they couldn't see her, they couldn't hear her. She knocked the casket over in a fury, and it made them stop, but it made them sad too. She didn't want them to be sad anymore. She was sad enough for all of them. She hadn't meant to lose it on Theo the way she did, trying to force her ungloved hand into the carpet. She just wanted to know that there was something of Arthur still present. She wanted to know that he wasn't gone. She wanted to know he wasn't killed by a ghost from her nightmares. She was sorry the moment she grabbed her sister's hand, but like so many moments, she couldn't take it back. She couldn't undo what had been said. She was there when Theo touched her corpse. She knew the nothing that Theo was feeling. It wasn't death, but it was close to it. She'd wanted to reach out and pull her sister's hand back, to tell her, "No, you're better off without this." Theo had been right to refuse Nell all those years ago. The feeling of death was not meant for the living. And as Theo sobbed in that white sterile room, Nell wrapped her arms around her sister and wished she could feel it. Wished she could hear Nell whisper, "It's okay, Theo." But she didn't, and she couldn't. Steve did come to Nell's house the night Arthur died. He had a spare key, and so after some cursing and fumbling in the dark, he opened the door and found her, still lying on the floor next to her husband's corpse, crying inconsolably. She remembered that night from the inside. She remembered the agony of it, and the moment when her brother came and sat beside her on the floor with a hand on her back. "I'm so sorry, Nell," he murmured, and he sat with her until the paramedics came and took Arthur's body away. And then he sat with her after, when she couldn't get up from the carpet and she couldn't stop crying. Eventually he pulled her into his lap like he used to when they were kids. and he held her tight, whispering, "It's okay, Nellie. It's okay," until the sobs finally dried up and she was left empty and quiet. But now she can see it all from the outside, too. Steve's panic at the front door, the way he stumbled into the house and flinched at the sight of her on the floor. It looks terrifying from the outside, and now she watches as a spectator, the scene tilted on its axis. She sees many moments that way now. The moment she died, she understood all of it. The Red Room, Hill House, all of it. Her mission from then on was to keep the rest of them safe, to keep them alive and happy if she could manage it. It turned out she couldn't manage happy, or even alive. She was so focused on her siblings, on Luke, Theo, Shirley, and Steve, she forgot to watch over Dad. How could she have forgotten Dad? When he joined them in the Red Room, it broke her to pieces. She wanted them all to be safe and far from Hill House. Still, she clung to him dearly because she had missed him so much. But it made her unbearably sad to see him there. She didn't want him there. The house was changing her. She could feel it the way one might feel a slow sickness in the blood. The strangeness of the house was in her now. She had to hang on to herself tightly. She had to keep herself together even as more and more of her scattered like raindrops in a storm. The house was changing her. It got to Mom before she had even arrived, but now Dad was here, and he seemed to understand, the way she did. It was important for them to remain as themselves. Dad said they had to keep an eye out, in case some new unsuspecting family came to Hill House one day. He said it was important that they remain to try and protect people from the evil of the house. She wasn't so sure the house itself was evil. It was just a carcass in the woods, after all. But it was a strange house, and it was full of ghosts, some of whom were terrible, and some of whom simply were. She liked to spend time with Abigail, a quiet, curious spirit. She never said much, but when she first saw Nell again, she asked if Luke was okay. Nell smiled and said he was. Sometimes they had tea parties together in the Red Room. Sometimes Mom joined them. Shirley organized Arthur's funeral. I wasn't even sure how, because they were on the other side of the country, but somehow she did. She had just told Nell not to worry, and then said she just needed to make some calls. A few days later, there was a beautiful service. Shirley and Theo flew to LA for it, and Nell heard Shirley arguing with some woman at the funeral parlor about lilies. It was a very Shirley thing to do something perfectly decent and kind and somehow find it unsatisfactory. She brought Allie and Jaden too, and the two of them were so bright and lively, even on one of the worst days of her life. Nell couldn't help but smile as they came running. She was so scared when she saw them all filter into Hill House. First Luke, determined and sure, then the others followed. Nell couldn't stop Mom and Poppy. She couldn't stop the house from trying to take him, or Stephen, or Dad, or Theo, or Shirley. She watched them drop one by one as the house took them. Of course, the house forgot her sometimes, and so she slipped into their terrible dreams and pulled them out one by one. Luke was the hardest. Mom wanted him so bad. Nell had to beat her fists against the walls of his dreams, forcing the image of her child self to speak and tell him, "Don't." Until finally she was able to step inside the Red Room, all bright and white, and grab her brother by the arm and pull. She didn't realize until she was dead that it was up to her to protect them, to protect all of them. Even if it turned her into snowflakes and confetti, she was already dead. What else could happen? No, she wouldn't think of it. She was going to keep her siblings safe and alive, no matter what. The moment of her death was so strange. It felt like half a dream and then half a nightmare. A short drop followed by a sudden stop. Her death was instant. She did not linger. But her soul kept falling, back and back through time, until the terrible understanding came. She had been her own nightmare all along. When her brothers and sisters finally left Hill House, Mom nearly flew into a rage, her image puddling into that of a statue, or something worse. "Why did you take them from me?" she demanded in a fury that reminded Nell of when she was a child being accused of writing her name on the wall. "Because it's not time for them yet," she replied, her voice small compared to the thunder of her mother. The house made her larger and yet more empty. Nell wished she could undo that, but she couldn't. Maybe Dad could, though. So small compared to this towering form. "She's right, Liv," he murmured gently, reaching out to grasp her hand. Suddenly, Mom was human-sized again as she looked at him. "But they need to wake up," she said. But they are awake, Dad insisted, and when they're ready to sleep, we'll see them again. They would have this argument in infinite variations for many, many years. Nell visited Luke when she could. Sometimes if she was very quiet, she could slip away and sneak into his dreams. She meant nothing by it, she just missed her twin brother. He never seemed alarmed by her presence. Sometimes she thought that he even enjoyed her visits. Sometimes she was even able to talk, and she could ask how their siblings were doing. Luke would smile, soft and warm, and tell her about Theo's wedding, and Lee's new baby, and Jaden's first day of high school. And she would ask how Luke was doing, and he would tell her 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years sober, until finally he would just tell her he was doing okay, and she could see that it was true. She wished she could have been alive to celebrate with him, and she knew he felt that way too. She missed him so much, and knew he felt the same. They could see her there in the Red Room. They could see her as Luke pointed, and they all turned to her. She was still a little lost, awash through time, because that was the way of Hill House. But they could see her and hear her. She got to kneel beside Luke and hold his hand and tell him to live. She got to talk to Theo one last time. She got to tell Shirley how grateful she was for all the time she had been there, and she got to tell Stephen that he should put aside his guilt, that she was destined for this, no matter what. This was always going to be her outcome. And she got to tell them how much she loved him, about how much she loved them, and that the rest was confetti. Not all of them would come back to Hill House in the end, but Nell was there for all of them at the last. Theo was the final Crane to die, in bed with her wife at the ripe old age of 92. She would die with her eyes open, holding Trish's hand. And Nell was by her bedside to take her spirit by the hand and lead her away. Shirley was not long before that. She'd started getting seizures in her later years, a more fatal version of her mother's migraines, or so it seemed. She could always see Nell in the moments before a seizure, and Nell would sit with her through them, alongside Kevin, Jaden, or Allie, even if they couldn't see her. Finally, she had one fit too many, and that was that. Nell was there with her as it passed, and she passed. Her ghost sat up and recognized Nell with a smile. When Luke died, the cancer took him slowly, and then all at once. At least it had the decency to wait many, many years before it finally took him. His spirit grabbed her by the hand, and it took a lot of prodding and cajoling to convince him to not come back with her to Hill House. One day, she promised, when the house finally crumbles to dust and I'm free to be a raindrop, I'll join you, but you cannot come with me. Why? He begged, for a moment not looking old at all, but like her little 6-year-old twin brother with a stuffy nose and thick glasses. Because, she said firmly, it will be better this way. I promise. Finally he agreed, and she let him drift away. Stephen was the first to die, and she could not stop him from coming back to Hill House. A sudden heart attack felled him when he was still too young. He barely looked older than the last time she had seen him. He showed up at the door of Hill House, already a ghost, already claimed by the house. All she could do was welcome him with open arms and pass on all the knowledge about time and the house and their job to protect, ever protect. Stephen agreed like he already knew, and so the 3 Cranes at the Hill House became 4. Nell knew that Stephen could not see her as he exited Hill House that night, his steps slow and heavy as all the ghosts of the house crowded at his back but didn't touch him. She knew the house was claiming him then. All she could do was watch the raindrops and wait. Like so many things in her life, she would get what she wanted, but with a twist. She wanted magic, and she got ghosts. She wanted to see her siblings again, and she would, as a ghost. Life, it seemed, had a sense of irony, even in death. It took years, maybe even centuries, but the house remained largely untouched. Sometimes people might wander its walls, often curious children who had heard tales of a haunted house. Nell would watch over them and keep them safe. Maybe they saw her form in a mirror and ran in fear, but they were safe, and they had a ghost story to tell. It seemed they were all stories in the end. And when the house finally crumbled into ruin, she was free. Stephen, Mom, and Dad too. They were finally free to pass on to the other side, and Nell did so eagerly. Luke was there waiting for her, and Arthur, who had been so patient for so long. Theo and Shirley too. Years and years ago, Luke had explained the importance of the number 7. Now the 7 of them would be together again, plus a few more. And there would finally be peace, and rain, and rest. That's it. I'm done.
Damn job, LK. What the heck?
I love it.
It's really
Damn.
good.
Thank you.
It's gonna be a lighthearted.
I told you it would be
stream.
sad. I told you.
Why do you always make me cry?
I don't know. I don't mean to. Damn, I didn't. I said
No,
it
that
would
was
be
accidentally poetic and beautiful. I see.
sad. I mean, I was trying to be poetical, but I wasn't trying to make people cry.
I'm just trying to tell a good story, and the fact is that, like, it was a sad story, but in a happy way.
That was the hope.
Liked it. It was good. You did well. I like the confetti motif.
I'm obsessed with that line from the show. Neil, are you okay?
I think Nina's gonna need a moment.
I'm just tired, and it was pretty.
Here's
love
what I
you,
was
baby.
working on during that lovely rendition.
Wait, what were you working on?
I
You guys were
posted it in the
doing
voice text.
Holy shit!
That's so good!
Holy shit!
Yo!
Oh.
Okay, you made me cry again.
Wait, I did? Damn! I just have a lot of feelings about my crane children.
You know how much I have feelings about the Crane children as well. So. That was really fucking good.
It was really good. Yeah, no, don't be like everyone's
Is everybody
sad
okay?
because it was good. Like,
No,
I mean, I will say,
good.
I think the Theo one is probably like the nicest one
let's
because
go.
that's just her explaining to Trish about like as much as she can about the ghosts and stuff, and like I don't know, Trish got her hospital gloves because she'd lost her gloves at the house, and it was cute.
Sarah!
Then also, wow, I think they have another Ringo
we
Bingo
found
picture
you.
from oh my god, you guys, chat.
What?
I'm not on the thing, and it won't be there when I go to it.
Oh my god.
Space- Yeah.
Oh my god.
How did you do that so quickly?
Seriously, you're really fast.
Now let our friends
That's so
go.
good. Found photo of famed director Ringo Bingo and mystery.
Put it on Twitter.
Yeah. Oh, put it on Twitter
Oh
and
my
like
God,
tag.
whoa.
Hashtag
People.
Ringo Bingo Hive.
That's insane.
That's so good.
Is there 13?
Today is the
And
day.
Miss-
And Mystery Man.
We decided that Ringo is ace, but
Before
like
you
could
even
still have
face
like
the
a platonic
13,
partner or some
Every
shit.
last one of you will be torn
Yeah.
heart from body.
I like the idea for this Mystery Man is the
But
start
fear
of
not.
and
the
Antarctica
Keyblade
into
will
Dark.
still be forged.
It's just his chess partner, you guys.
To you.
What's really
that's
funny
great.
is Xehanort and Ericus are chess partners in this game. That's their like backstory, and they really come off as boyfriends at the end of this game.
You can be ace and have a boyfriend.
What is chess?
No, I know.
partner?
Just
I
you're
don't know.
referencing chess specifically, and I'm like, you mean like the two boyfriends in this video game?
Also, I love that I just corrected an ace person about what I said.
No.
Sorry.
What is,
They're
what
fine.
is a chess partner, by the way? I've never come across that term.
No, I think Neela just meant that literally, like like chess partner. That's it.
I said it like a euphemism because he's ace, it's literal.
Yeah, and in
Are you
Kingdom
saying
Hearts,
chess or chess?
Chess, the game
chess,
chess.
the game,
Okay, cool.
the game that people like to make metaphors about.
Yes.
Damn.
Also, oh god, Sora, you can't be like this. This is where this, so I just want you guys to be watching, everybody in voice, if you want to go to twitch.tv, LK the Brave, watch this scene because Donald Duck is about to be the most powerful wizard in the history of everything. Look at this fucking laser that the duck shoots at this man.
Donald, don't.
Yeah.
Donald, no.
Look at this fucking. And then, okay, the part that's going to be truly baffling. We're going to see a variation of this scene. I don't remember if it's 2 times or 3 times, but they insist on showing you a lot of it every time. Also, yeah, Donald Duck cast a spell so strong he fucking dies. Like, he doesn't technically, he's fine, but, like, it's just really funny. Yeah, it's the most Santa Flare, the most powerful spell ever cast. Also, again, Sora has been the happiest, sweetest little boy who's never felt a sad thing in his life. He's gonna go to some places in this scene.
Also, why did Goofy and Mickey just Naruto run over to Donald?
I mean, well, because they Naruto run sometimes, and also Donald fell to the ground like a dead thing after casting the most powerful spell that's ever happened in this franchise, so they were concerned.
We haven't lost them. They still have their hearts.
Also, Riku's about to be bomb. I can't stress that enough. I love Riku. He's really good in this scene because, like, it hasn't happened yet, but Sora's gonna lose his fuking shit, and Riku's gonna be like, listen, it gets bad sometimes, and then fucking anime pose. Like, it looks really cool.
Aww.
Kairi, Goofy, watch.
So I've been saying himbo rights every time Sora does something really silly so far, but it has. I have remembered that a himbo who's not big and beefy, but is in fact a twink, is called a himbim. So himbim rights.
Himbim.
Himbim.
Which is just a cute word.
I love
himbim.
Also, man, look at Donald Duck just lying face down in the dirt.
Where he belongs, frankly.
The thing is, when Donald Duck is alive and well and casting healing spells and being a good dad, I do like him. Just sometimes I like laughing at him.
He watched Eugene die.
He did watch a man die without casting Cure, a spell that
he
has.
has a heal spell, and he was like, none of my business.
It's true. That happened. I can't explain that. I can only say, okay, characters are gonna start. I'm not kidding you. They're dying. When they get fucking. They're getting murked. Everybody is getting ate by these Heartless. This is like the worst thing that's happened to Sora ever, and of course they fucking take Kairi in slow motion in front of the boy, because Kairi never gets to do anything ever in her life.
No, she's reaching dramatically. That's doing something.
She has a Keyblade. She hasn't swung it yet. But oh my god, listen to the boy!
Sora!
He let out the big scream!
They're gone.
I would say I'm not listening to it because I'll just hear like an echo.
He like, I can't imitate this quietly, and I'm tired, but like big, like
What can we do? But also
fall to the ground like this.
You don't really need the audio because nothing's going to beat the play-by-play of he do a big scrim.
He did a big scrim. He's so sad. He's never been this sad in his life. Goofy died and he wasn't this sad.
Kidnapped. He's dealt with this before. Calm down.
Yeah, but Donald just died and then got eaten by bats.
Like, literally, all of his friends just got murdered in front of him. Now, technically, he has experienced shit this bad before and has not reacted this badly. But this time it's bad, and I can't discount the real emotions that my son is displaying. Meanwhile, Riku's gonna be a fucking bamf.
Question. What if Disney somehow acquired the rights to Bendy and the Ink Machine, and in the next Kingdom Hearts game, Mickey Mouse gets turned into...
What machine?
Bendy and the Ink Machine is a horror game based on the idea of, like...
Also, just please look at Riku during this scene while you explain this. Just please look at my boy! He's so cool! I love him!
Disney, it's a whole thing.
It's a good game.
I believe you. I don't play a lot of horror video games because I'm a coward.
Same. I just like the lore of Bendy and the Ink Machine. It's basically
the lore is interesting. I don't care what.
Boy.
Yeah, it's that kind of rubber hose style, like Mickey Mouse used to be. And Bendy comes to life and like starts turning people into ink monsters. And he would just, I feel like he would just be a good villain for this franchise.
I just want you to know, Sora died so hard that text on screen makes a reappearance. We haven't seen text on screen in a while, but they fucking, and so darkness prevailed and light expired. Text on screen says everybody is dead now. I hope you like Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh,
Wait,
now it's time for chess metaphors.
This is the secret ending that you get for collecting all the Mickeys?
Nope. There's more game. There's more game. They went
the secret
that
ending
hard.
is everyone dies.
So darkness
No, the funny part is there's so much more game, but they went that hard.
My move.
And now watch the two young boyfriends play chess. Just anyway.
And I want a
13
chessboard
and
that just
seeing
has some
this.
random squares being higher than other squares.
Yeah, I don't know. They talk a lot about chess, but also neither of them understand how chess works clearly because I don't remember if it's here or in one of the after credit scenes, but one of them is like, aha, let me show you a new game. And they do a thing that's like, that's not fucking chess. You just made that up. So, don't worry about it.
I do like the slightly fanciful chessboard that just has some squares risen higher than others.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, here's the bit that's like, you just made that up. You can't just bring back pieces. That's not how chess works. Whatever.
Comes from the past.
You can
Anyway,
bring back
this
some
is-
pieces if you get a pawn to the other side.
He just basically resurrects his entire half of the board and says a line that's supposed to sound deep.
Comes from the past.
Basically that
to
was
get everyone back to life.
Yes, that is literally the case. Also, Sora's in hell again. This is not the first time Sora's been in hell or dead in purgatory, but Sora's dead and in hell again, just so you know.
How can you tell the difference between those different pieces?
What if now he got Norded?
No, because Chirithy's about to show up and make a sound that, I shit you not, sounds like...
Alright, let us know when it happens.
goes on for
We'll
that
unmute
long.
for a second to hear it.
I'll turn up the volume.
I do love how into this game Lady Knight is.
I'm extremely into this game. There's a reason I chose it.
Somebody has to have enthusiasm.
And it's me. Caffeinated to the brim and shaking from it, but excited about the game. I'm gonna need more coffee soon, but not yet.
20 hours in and you're still having fun.
The idea of this energetic person having coffee is scary.
I've been just drinking it, not chugging, just sipping for the last 20 some odd hours. Which is part of the reason I still have energy.
I feel like whenever all four Chaos Twins congregate, we ban coffee.
You should, but if I'm gonna stay up for 24 hours, it is required. I need it.
No, I get that.
Scream, but yeah, we should ban caffeine from that many of us.
No, yeah, when all four of us are together, if we all drank caffeine, the world might just end in chaos.
Yeah.
That's very possible. Also, I just want to say, this looks really cool. I know it's based off of Salt Flats, but it just looks cool. I like it.
It's pretty.
It's very,
Can't
very
stay
pretty.
away now, can you?
Okay, Chirithy's about to show up. Unmute, please.
Hello?
So you can hear this fucking...
I'm really far behind.
The name's Chirithy, and this is the final world.
I just hear?
I'm Sora.
I wasn't kidding when
What's
I
the-
did that thing that I did.
There's nothing else
I
beyond
wasn't
this.
kidding when I made the sounds that I made before. Those were...
It was even more wild.
Yeah,
those were tame.
Yours were tamer. It was
Death touch, and
more.
I can't help the occasional crossover.
So, mine just started buffering after you started running around on water.
The natural ends for those
sorry.
hearts and bodies perished together. But some persist.
it's fine. A cat creature showed up and star beamed into the area that I'm in and made a sound like...
Something is holding you here.
whatever the fuck that sound is.
Yeah, I played Mario Galaxy. I know.
What about my
I know what kind of sounds you mean.
I haven't played Mario Galaxy, so I didn't know there were characters who made sounds like that.
And if they're not here,
there's these stars
they're either gone
that
forever,
are like sentient,
clinging to the world
and they
you
all
came
just,
from.
they just make sounds like
I'm
that.
going back.
Sora, you're see-through. How the fuck are you gonna go back? You dip.
Just wander out like your other visits.
I love
shall
how
acquire some math.
I love how Chirithy needs to explain to him, Sora, you're dead. You can't just go running off right now. You're literally dead.
He's like, how am I holding this Keyblade then?
Doesn't make sense, but none of the... Listen, that is nothing compared to what is about to happen visually for the next chunk of game when I am able to play again. There's a little... Oh, why am I in pieces? No, you're conceptually in pieces. I love this dialogue.
You're just
But then how did you get this wall?
Okay. You kind of freaked me out there.
Oh, wait, did you just say how did he get so small, Gates?
Yes.
There's also the whole thing of
Only a
like,
heart can
how
reach the
can you
final
argue that
world.
physical forms mean anything
since
when
you
every time I go
clearly
somewhere
managed to
my body
retain
changes?
some kind of
Well, that's technically Donald Duck's magic whenever they go places. Donald Duck casts that. They don't explain that very well after, like, to blend in, because supposedly we care about something called the World Order, which basically means you can't tell the Disney world you're from fucking space.
But they do it every time.
I know they do. They're very inconsistent about it, but supposedly we care about this. Also, I hope you enjoy this weird Eldritch thing where I'm gonna, like, run up to clones of me, which is gonna be going on for a while. This is about to get a lot weirder, yo. You think this is weird?
Wait, so did Donald create Sora's monster Sona, or did Sora create his own?
Donald did that.
So Donald, but Donald did it. But like, do you get to choose what you look like, or just Donald just like?
No. If canon is anything to go by, because Sora's often surprised by his appearance when they go places.
That destroys my head
Donald will just maybe saying some random stuff just so he can like mess with people's heads a little bit.
My headcanon of how this worked was that they get on the gummy ship, and then Donald is like, all right, we're going to this place, and then, like, Sora makes a sketch, and is like, make me look like this, please.
I wish, but, like, literally, when they go to, like, fucking, like, just in this game alone, in Arendelle, he's like, man, I wish I had a jacket, I'm really cold, and they're like, LOL, freeze, boy, just die. And, when they go to Monsters, Inc., wait, what?
So they'll turn Goofy into this nightmare-fueled thing. Just
yeah,
so
but
that
they
can't
won't
land
give
into the
Sora a
multiverse.
fucking
But
jacket.
No coat.
I'm supposed to
You're not allowed a coat, Sora.
No, I don't know why.
Our poor cold son.
I need to say
I know! He literally shivers and they go like, LOL, once an islander, I guess, and Sora's like, LOL, yeah, I'll just freeze to death, who cares?
Once an islander.
I mean, yeah, I think that's actually a line that somebody utters because he's from Destiny Islands.
If fall damage can't kill you, then freezing probably not either, right?
I mean, it's true. Sora is technically immortal except for when he isn't.
Goofy, the king.
But like,
even the people of Arendelle complain about the cold sometimes.
I just, so like in Monsters Inc., and this happened in Halloween Town in one of the last games. When they see each other, I think in Halloween Town, they're like, "Whoa, you look really scary," and the other two are like, "You look scary," and everyone like looks at each other and is like, "Ah!" So like, no, I don't think they have control over it. I think Donald Duck just waves a wand and says, "Make us blend in," and the magic does whatever the fuck it does.
My headcanon is that like there's no reason they actually have to blend in, and Donald just likes messing with people.
I wish that was the case, but I gotta tell you, the amount of times that they...
Oh no, if I were Donald, I'd be like, guys, we have to go to the universe of French maid outfits. Don't ask questions.
Like, Sora technically controls where they go, it's just Donald Duck controls the magic that makes them, quote, blend in. Sora's usually the one piloting the gummy ship, though.
Well,
I thought you were going to say piloting the Gundam, and I...
Well, he did pilot some Gundams in Toy Story. That did happen.
Be careful.
That makes sense to me. I don't know why. But just out of all the worlds they go to, that would make sense.
TBH, if I saw an anime boy wandering around with an anthropomorphic duck and dog, I don't think I'd mind that much. Stranger things have happened.
But yeah, it's just like out of all worlds they go to, Toy Story having them, it's like, it makes the most sense.
Like, again, I really think that
Makes
it
more
was a
sense than
huge
single
missed
father
opportunity.
dog with a shield.
I think there was a huge missed opportunity with Toy Box specifically. It should have just all been Andy's house. Like, the entire level should have just been exploring all of Andy's house. That would have been so fun. Can you imagine a level of just, like, running around exploring kitchen cabinets and you're small? That would have been so good.
And you try and tame Buster the dog.
Yeah!
Ride him around.
And also because Heartless still happen, it could be like, oh no, we gotta clear Andy's house from all the Heartless, whatever the fuck. Like, I think that would have been way more fun.
All the toys in the attic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he's gonna think the toys are heartless, or he's gonna think they're creepy, like Chucky.
I'm gonna bring in...
who's happening? What?
Grace.
Oh,
Hi, Grace.
Yes. Hi! Hi, Grace! Hi! Do you want to quick tell everybody in chat who you are while I run around this monstrosity? I'm in an Escher painting right now.
I just saw the stream like...
Oh wait, hold on, let me turn up your volume really quick. Boop, 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 boop. There you are, okay.
Hello. Yeah. Hi, I'm Grace. I do the YouTube channel What's So Great About That. That's me really, making video essays about stuff. I've never seen Kingdom Hearts before. This is all new for me.
I'm really sorry that this is your first experience. I can't say it's inaccurate, but it's sure strange.
I think this is the best first experience you could hope to have.
Look at the flying ones! Look at the ones just being yeeted into the sky! I have to collect 100. I have to collect 111 Miis for reasons I can't explain them. I'm running around in Escher painting, collecting loop animations of Sora that are flying around for reasons.
You gotta hurry, get them. They're being raptured.
I mean, I wish I could say that's true. Oh, whoops. All right, it's fine. Nothing happens if you fall. I'll just pop back to the top again. Whee!
I love when you say whoops and I get to wait a second to see why you said whoops.
Yep, that is the joy.
Yep. It's like a little audio preview. And then you just get to guess what
like when I just start yelling, whee! And then it takes everybody like a minute to know why.
Break in for a second. Every time we've had someone new come into the stream,
oh yes,
we've had them tell us about their most recent video and video they're really happy with or most proud of from the last year or so. So Grace, if you want to talk about what you
I was just trying to remember. It feels like so long since I made a video.
Did Hamilton wasn't your last video, was it? I think you've done something since Hamilton.
Yeah, the last one was the Queen's Gambit, which was in
The Queen's Gambit. Oh, that was so good.
Thank you. I don't know which one. Which one am I most?
Also, Grace, can you turn up your volume a little bit? Sorry, I turned you up all the way, but you're a little on the quiet side for me. I've done a fuck on the audio? Hey, oh. Wait, why is everyone else muted? No, I have everybody else on. Why is everybody else muted? I have OBS. Oh, wait. Oh. Wait, guys, talk now.
Talk.
Hello.
Words and things.
There we go! Okay, so apparently I can't turn down the music of the game all the way because it mutes you guys for the everybody.
Yeah, because obviously the slide you're using is the mixer export.
You're using the desktop audio, which would mix all of it.
Yeah.
Well,
Discord is trying to turn us down.
you haven't heard anybody for 5 minutes and you've just heard me yelling about sharks. Incredible. I hope you enjoyed it.
It's the avant-garde experience. It's
I'm tired enough that I forgot what was said to repeat it, so you guys are just gonna have to wonder.
Grace liked her Jaws video. Neela really yeah, Jaws. Neela
and then Neela
Grace made a video about sharks.
Said, just imagining like this like shark sat alone in the corner while all the other videos play together because like
that's exactly what happens. You can't prove it doesn't.
Yeah. Just a little babble shackle. all she wants to do is like eat people, just go munch, but all the other videos are busy taking all the attention.
To ask?
Oh
She just
no,
wants
I only
people to look at her going munch.
Did somebody want to ask something? I might have misheard.
I was gonna make a eating specific body parts joke, but I'm too tired.
That's probably for the best. I don't think any joke that involves eating specific body parts is gonna be a good. Maybe let's not make cannibalism jokes. We're already doing enough
cannibalism. It was gonna be a pussy eating joke. God, calm down. It was gonna be lewd, not cannibalistic.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Ace. You say eating body parts.
Oh well.
just being the most asexual I can be.
I mean, that's me every day, all the long day. While I run around in MC Escher painting, catching versions of me.
Oh, hey, here's another video of my dog just being the cutest.
Good. We're at that point in the stream. We're posting dog videos. I'm not against it.
He's
from the game. They're posting dog videos.
It's a good video. I keep trying to knock the ball off the bed, and he keeps just like bouncing on his nose back to me and forcing me to throw it.
God damn. That dog, determined.
He wanted to play.
Good dog. It's a good doggo.
He is good.
Oh, very good doggo. That should not be.
He's such a funny little dog because he used to belong to my grandma, and when she passed away in November, he became mine because initially she didn't want to get a dog, but she's one of those old ladies who like wouldn't take care of herself unless she had something else to take care of. So she'd like cook herself breakfast and say it was for the dog. So we was like, okay, we'll take care of your dog if you pass away before your dog does. I promise. And so once you pass away, I'm taking care of her dog. But he's a fussy old lady dog because he used to have an old lady dote on him all the time.
One minute, guys.
Sora? Oh my god, do I have to catch more of them now?
The bed.
No.
Didn't realize I had that, sorry.
Yes, I'm ready to return. Oh, thank god, okay.
I'm still not entirely sure what's going on in this game.
So Sora died.
This game is beyond comprehension. Any attempt is just futile. Is what
So Sora and all of his friends died. Sora had more sadness about that than he's ever had about anything in his goddamn life. Even though he's seen his friends die before. Really? If we're being honest. Also, earlier in this very game, they did watch a human man die, and Donald Duck did not cast Cure. They watched Flynn die in Tangled. They just sat at the window and were like, "Aw," while like the scene from Tangled just happens.
You're waiting for someone to rescue you?
So right now Sora's in hell. And
because he keeps watching people die without doing anything.
I don't know. God, Sora, why are you like this? So we're just like running around. We recompleted his soul, and now he's gonna run around and resurrect all of his friends, which is gonna involve fighting a bunch of Heartless in various, like, mini versions of all the Kingdom Hearts worlds we were in, but it's just gonna be about getting his friends' hearts back. Then we're going to watch most of that other scene play out again. It will change slightly. I don't remember where. I'm not sure I've ever actually sat through that scene more than once because when so much of the scene happened the same exact way again, I kind of got impatient.
And thanks.
Also, I do love Sora said to the character, "See you around." Sora, do you know where you are? Sora!
Sora's like, we're friends now, which means he's gonna come by and visit. Well,
what's funny is that's not incorrect. Chirithy will leave this space because I think Chirithy knew Ventus once upon a time. I don't know how that works, but Chirithy knew Ventus in like the mobile game I've never played or something. So there will be a bit where Ventus hugs Chirithy. It's cute as shit because he looks like a big stuffed animal. Goddamn, Sora trying to use his whole brain. That's really hard for him.
Give it a shot.
He's a him.
He's very him.
And I love him for it.
Oh no, I love my son. Let's be clear. This fucking dipshit. Okay. Let's go fight some Heartless. I was just dead. Mind you, Sora's been in the afterlife in some variation several times. He's run around the underworld in Hercules. He skateboarded through hell, technically. Because you get to skateboard through the underworld in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Look for the light in the darkness.
So Sora got to skateboard in hell.
Wait, he went to hell and escaped? Does that mean he's like the non-binary person that Ishtar made magical?
I couldn't tell you that.
May your heart be your guiding key.
Chirithy, stop trying to make May your heart be your guiding key a thing. It's not a thing. Stop trying to make it happen. They, in this game, retcon that this phrase, may your heart be your guiding key, matters. Nobody's ever said it before this game. But they care a lot about this phrase in this game specifically. They, like, have this very specific bit about how, like, Goofy's like, yeah, Master Yen Sid always said that to us before we went on adventures, and it turns out that Goofy's stupid big ears heard Master Yen Sid whisper,
You don't
may your heart be your guiding key.
I know you don't.
Anyway, now we're back in the other scene again. It's gonna happen again. Because this game happens the way it happened. So, I hope you enjoy Riku's cool anime hero stance, because he's gonna do it again. I mean, I love him, so I'm okay with this, but like, this just happened again. We did just do this, but it happened again. There's a whole DLC that involves more time travel that makes the ending of this game even more confusing than it already was.
Well, we only have 3.5 hours left.
I don't have the DLC. I haven't paid money for that shit because no.
Fair enough.
Disney doesn't need any more money.
They don't. I'm still angry about the nerve of them coming out with one of the games in their system on a Game Boy. Like Kingdom Hearts on the PS2 and then a Game Boy game.
Uh-huh.
That if you don't play it, things get extra confusing.
The audacity.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know you get to kick the shit out of Xehanort as Kairi. They had to write in a DLC where Kairi actually got to do something because people got so fucking mad when they gave Kairi her own goddamn Keyblade and never let her use it.
Riku!
Well, she's a Wom. You're not gonna try telling me that Woms know how to blade keys now.
Well, unless you put it in the DLC. They keep trying to make Kairi happen in the extra bonus content.
Key earlier.
Sorry, what?
There was that Wom who did the key earlier.
Yeah, Aqua, who constantly gets depowered when there's a man around to save her.
Well, of course it's in the DLC. The DLC is like, what, damsels learn combat?
Nah. Yeah, Aqua. That's the one you were thinking of, Jess. Yeah,
right,
she
the lesbian.
constantly... Yes. I love Aqua, but she constantly gets depowered when there's a man around to save her. In Birth by Sleep, she spends most of her time chasing after and fixing up the messes of the two men in her life. Although also Aqua's a cop. Don't think too much about it, but Aqua's a cop.
Oh no.
It's a lot.
This is Herc's world.
This is...
Is Riku here?
I think I'm gonna
Riku
head
is
out
here.
before my mind breaks. This is too much Kingdom Hearts for someone to be exposed to, I think. And I've only been here for like 5 hours.
That's so
And
long. Thank you so much for hanging out for as long as you did.
Gee,
Thank you.
No problem at all. It's always...
It's starting to get light outside. Oh my god.
You're okay. Well,
What?
okay might be
Lucky.
a stretch.
I don't know
It's
how you're
6
doing
a.m.
this
where I am.
Lady night,
We
but
need to find
What?
the others.
absolutely. I said I don't know how you're doing this.
Coffee
exposing yourself
and
to
adrenaline.
this much like raw Kingdom Hearts power.
She's just not letting the darkness in.
No, that's all you have to do is just keep your heart full of light and never do anything wrong ever. I'm just perfect like my good boy Sora.
I've been here for 5.5 hours as well, so I'm gonna head out too.
Thank you so much, Jess and Alice. It was so great having you.
Yeah, it was good to...
Oh, have a good one.
It was good to meet you, Grace, and it was good to see you again, Alice.
Yeah, it was good to see you again too. If I don't know, if you're still about later and I'm free, I'll see if I can hop in again.
Oh, sick, cool.
Okay. But
Yeah.
good luck, and everybody, remember to donate to Trans Lifeline because they help people.
Neela, would you mind sharing Alice's links in chat?
Sure. I'll go grab them.
I'm just going in. I'm just lying down for a second because my body's being annoying. So.
Sure.
Grace, while that's going on, do you have anything to add?
Everyone.
Oh, bye.
Oh, bye. Love you. Oh. Jess and Alice are awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, where are her links?
Jess or Alice?
Alice.
Both.
Alice Quinn Rose. I know you can probably look her up on YouTube. I know I follow them. Both. Fuck. I have to.
I'll find her Twitter then.
Okay.
She's one of those like nebulous cool people who's just always around.
Grace, do you have anything you want to pop in and say at the moment?
No, I feel like we've lost 2 people, and now we're just stuck with me sitting here in silence awkwardly. Like, oh no, I need to say things, but I don't. Oh no, what do I? Oh no. That's
Here in awkward silence.
Hurry, Sora! We can't.
I'm just having a bit of a pain flare up. That's why I need a little break.
No, that's okay. That's okay. You can lie down. Neela's here to help us out, so if you need to have a lie down for a minute.
I'm just listening. I'm not very talkative.
That's okay.
This is usual at the end of streams like this. You know, people get tired. You've been at it for 20 hours. That's a long time to do any one thing. It's impressive.
I am amazed that I am as awake as I am.
Oh, thanks, October Oddity. I'm glad I have one tray.
I'm normally fine for 24-hour streams. I've done a lot of these, like a lot. But
like marathons.
My chronic illness is an asshole, so sometimes it's just like, you're gonna be in pain now. And the nausea is much better when I'm lying down than when I'm sitting.
So lie down. It's good. You can just sit and listen. Right now I'm eating. Cool. Right now I'm eating a heart.
Don't you cry no more.
Don't you cry no more. No. Sorry.
You know, if you guys wanted, I could read some creepypastas.
Neela? Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry. Okay, I know you hate scary stuff.
I do hate a lot of scary stuff. This is so.
No need to
but if
worry,
it's funny.
Sora.
Oh god, I was gonna go for genuinely terrifying because.
Oh please no.
We gotta focus on rescuing the others. Okay.
Like I know it. Spook meaning.
I don't think I've ever seen a creepypasta that was genuinely terrifying. So.
Ooh.
I'd like to see what you've got.
That's
well,
dig up. Into one of
the reason I wanted to.
Before, but they're rare, and they're usually just
I think they might be
not really. It's not really fitting to call them creepypasta. It's more just like someone wrote a horror short story and it happens to be uploaded online. You know?
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. I just happen to have this really cool like spooky story voice.
It's gonna be your soundboard, isn't it? Neela, are you gonna... God damn it, Neela!
Jesus, that's very loud.
Is it that loud? Oh, I'm sorry.
It's a bit loud.
It like doubles your output, almost.
Oh my god.
Well...
It is incredible, though.
That was powerful. It was too powerful for the stream to handle.
Okay, hold on. right now, sis.
It's a very, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's just a lot.
Sorry, Doodle.
Mr. Peanut cannot die unless a ritual is enacted during the Super Bowl? What?
I could tell you guys the funny story about how my friend and I, adopted an incel.
What? Sorry, what?
We kind of
Sorry.
adopted an incel.
What? Please elaborate,
This is
Neela.
equal to we bought a zoo that no one wanted.
I adopted an incel. He just stays in his bedroom hating women quietly and never no. So my friend and I were at the Women's March in Seattle in like 2017 or something, and we were at the Women's March marching as women, and this dude was standing on the sidelines yelling mean things at the women who walked by. But then as I passed, a couple of his insults I noticed as incel insults, like roasties and Stacy's and stuff, and I was so shocked. I was like, oh my god, an incel! She's in the wild! What the fuck? And so I went over to talk to him, kind of intending to troll him a little bit because I was in a mood. And he couldn't like articulate his reasoning for like. I just kept asking him like, "Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad? But why are you so mad?" And finally he cracks and he's like, "Because if I have to die alone and unloved, then you bitches at least have to know what you're doing to me." And then he started crying.
Oh my god!
And I was like, "Oh, honey," and I hugged him, and he fainted.
Whoa! Show an incel affection, and they'll collapse to the ground. God damn!
He cried and fainted. And for the record, kids at home, ask before you touch people. Don't just touch people. That was not okay of me. But he was passed out, and people were walking, and I was worried. And I know that at these marches they always have like ambulances along the side periodically. So I just like shouldered him and caught up to my friend to drop him off at one of those ambulances. And when I caught up to her, she just like looks over her shoulder and sees me running up to her with an incel over my shoulder. And she was like, "Girl, did you kill him?" I was like, no, it turns out that he's just a sad boy. And when he woke up, he just followed us for a bit.
Oh.
And we were like, "Oh, he's like a puppy." Oh, okay. And my friend,
you are much kinder than I.
Well, it was mostly my friend who went to. She's like, "Oh, he's actually kind of cute. Get him a shower, some new clothes, a car.
God damn.
It'll be great."
God damn.
She just likes stomping men though, so she was just having a good time telling him what to do. And he slowly started to be less of an incel. And in fact, like 3 months after we met him, that same friend calls me up and she's like, "Hey, generic guy name, isn't an incel anymore." And I was like, "How do you know for sure?" And she was like, "I fucked him." And I was like, "Well,
oh,
that'll do it."
That's more than adopting.
Good for you. He was just so sad. And then he fainted. He was like a damsel.
God, that's a lot.
Yeah,
put it back. You don't know.
Slurs of people from the sidewalk.
I know it was awful, but I was just so amazed that there was an incel just in the wild. You know, I was like, wow.
You left the house.
Yeah, I was like, oh, what? For real? Is something that happens all live?
That's a lot. That's incredible. Also terrifying. That's a lot.
I don't recommend most people do that. I was not afraid of this dude who was like almost a foot shorter than me, you know. I had the advantage of being much taller than him and surrounded by women. Like, what was he gonna do realistically in that moment, violence-wise? So I was like, I'm just gonna talk to the incel. Because I kind of don't believe that they're real.
Except for that they are.
Yeah, but it's different when you just see one in the wild.
Can you imagine starting a conversation like that? "Hello, I believe you to be fictional. Discuss?"
I love how Neela approaches them with the intellectual curiosity of like fucking Steve Irwin approaching. Goddamn, just like Just like, I don't know if you're really real or not, but like, let's just test the boundaries and see.
Oh, this one's a beauty, mate. You can tell you
And then
left
you tagged
his
him and-
basement in 6 months. You can tell by the stank on him.
And then
Be
you
careful
tagged
with the
him and
freaky.
he's back in the wild.
Also, JT Robinson, they were just pink. I can't explain why they turned pink, but they just were.
Let's try
I
another
got a
portal.
green
Aim
augment.
for the
He was
ones
not
wrapped in
cute.
shadows.
He was not cute. He was just short.
Crikey, it's an incel.
I was just like, wait, no,
Crikey. There's an incel.
You know when you hear somebody
You wanna go
talk
sneak up on him.
like it's the internet, but in real life, I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't know, I've been to a lot of conventions. I hear a lot of dumb shit out in the world. I mean, granted, I haven't in a while, but like, back when I left my apartment.
That's very fair. You know, given the friend that he ended up sleeping with, I'm pretty sure that is the energy he ended up having.
Oh.
Knowing her and knowing what she's into. When she says, I fucked him, I think she meant literally.
Well, I mean, I assumed that was literal. I usually take things literally, especially when I'm tired.
No, I mean in the Peggy way.
Oh.
Incredible.
I do think I know what that means, but I don't know if I know what that means. Anyway, hey Grace!
I'll tell you when you're younger.
Poor guy.
How are you doing, Grace?
I'm just enjoying the story time.
I'm sorry, okay.
No, it's okay. We need to fill the time with something, and I sure as fuck don't know what, because right now I'm just fighting like fucking 10 Heartless in Kingdom Hearts worlds, 'cause this is what's happening right now. So, like, it may as well be that.
I mean,
why
I'm
not?
I'm the one that has to apologize to LK for the things that I say.
But Gates, I love you. We've talked about this.
We had a very cute trans lesbian story about a friend from like 3 days ago, actually. It was a very... So, I've got this friend. She is trans and she's wonderful, and she's been dating this fairly butchish lesbian for like 6 months or so. And she was going to come out to her on a date, but she was nervous because the Venn diagram of butch lesbians and TERFs is pretty much a circle. So she's like trying to work up the courage, and then she eventually just ends up asking me to just like sit nearby in the public place when she tells her, just in case she needs like physical support. And so I agree. And they're at a park because all the dates are outdoors because, you know, COVID. Everyone's triple masked up on a Tuesday. And
as you do,
it's a minor spoiler, but this story it does not have a horrible ending. It just kind of sounds like it. So she tells her, and this woman sits there and she like looks visibly disappointed, and I'm like, oh god damn it. And she's like, well, hey, thank you for telling me. That's really brave, but I can't pretend that this isn't going to change things for us, you know, because I'm a lesbian and I'm just not attracted to men. And I'm like, uh-oh, and I'm just like so upset, like, oh god, oh no. And I like kind of peek over at my poor friend, and she looks like she's about to cry. And this butch lesbian is like, hey, no, I don't form emotional connections easily, okay? I am gonna want to stay your friend. Just because it might not work romantically between us, doesn't mean that I don't still care about you a lot as a person. I just don't want to lie to you and tell you that I'm still going to be attracted to you after you start looking more masculine and transitioning, but... And I was like,
search every portal the shadows control.
She thinks she had thought that my friend was a trans man, not a trans woman.
Oh.
She's like, well, if you're gonna transition to male, I don't like dudes, so that's not gonna work out. And as soon as they realize, she's like, oh, okay, well then, so nothing changes?
Then golly gee, let's go!
Yeah, can we make, and she's like, oh, okay, can we make out now? And they're like crying and hugging, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go. Just gonna shuffle out quietly.
Slowly hide back behind the newspaper.
I just get up and walk away. But, oh my god, it was so scary for a second. She's like, I'm just not attracted to men. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to throw hands with this butch lesbian, and I don't think I can win in a fight against her. She looks tough. I'm gonna have to throw hands, and I don't want to.
I really like your thought process of I don't want to throw hands. She looks tough.
She did. She had a leather jacket, you know?
I like that thought process of like, okay, let me consider the pros and cons of having to fight this woman physically.
She would have killed me, but
I just like where your brain is at.
Well, you didn't see the expression on my my friend's face. You see somebody look that hurt and upset, you're like, well, I have to physically attack whoever did that to them now.
I mean,
Whoa!
What?
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 Big donation!
Oh.
Oh, awesome.
Here, I'm gonna go look.
Oh, so we're at 4069? Nice!
Nice.
Is that what it was? Yay. I think so, because if somebody donates 200, then we get to no, that's just 4269. That's nothing.
Hey,
ask me to math.
$62 is a lot, and thank you.
No, I know. I was trying to like think of like the next
the next meme number in the cycle.
Yeah, the next cool number. It's fine. All the numbers are cool numbers. You're all valid.
Hashtag all numbers.
All numbers are valid, especially the numbers loved by Ringo Bingo, famed film, the famed director. Oh god, I'm too tired to do this shit. Grace, we made him a film director.
It's a whole thing. It kind of became a good part of the stream. It's
yeah.
Like Emily and LK and I the other night, and now it's a giant thing.
You know,
Aeronauts gonna like make a fake documentary. We're gonna try and rope as many people as possible into being in the fake documentary to talk about Ringo Bingo, famed Italian director. He innovated the Antarctican film scene. His use of color in black and white movies was revolutionary. One of his seminal pieces, Mamma Mia Pizzeria, was, totally snubbed for the Oscars.
Ooh, Ivarel, thank you for that number.
What?
Oh, Ivarel for the number in chat, so we know exactly how much we need to get to 4269.
Wow.
Very good number.
That's a good number. Yeah, so Grace, that's the bullshit. We've been on it for quite a while.
It's good bullshit, you know?
I'm really happy you're into it, everybody who's been talking about Ringo Bingo for like 20 some odd hours.
I stand Ringo Bingo, honestly. Prime bullshit, yeah. Prime delivery.
We still go at Ringo Bingo.
I'm very happy my ridiculous joke has become a big thing.
It's very good.
Also, weighted blanket is nice.
It will live on. Weighted blankets are good.
I'm looking over my shoulder at my bed, kind of wishing I could be in it right now.
Listen. I'm
gonna pass out pretty immediately after this stream. I'm gonna be like, yay, we did it, good night.
Same.
And then my sleep schedule will be triple fucked.
I took stuff to help me sleep last night. I'm going to take stuff to help me sleep tonight because I am going to sleep for a weird amount of time today.
That's the last one.
Oh, so your plan is to sleep long enough that you just sleep until tomorrow morning?
More or less.
Oh.
Because I don't know. I don't know. I'm just like, this seems to be the best way to go about it because I can't stay awake until tonight. I've been up for 24 hours.
Yeah, I can't do that either. No. My plan is to take a nap and then wake up at like 4 or something and do some stuff until it's late enough to go to sleep.
Yeah, but like the late enough to go to sleep if I sleep till 4 in the afternoon is gonna be a time.
Well, that's a 6-hour nap. That's not a lot.
I don't know. I can't think and do math and fight a fucking Heartless. I can't multitask anymore. The energy is definitely flagging. Chat, please. We're raising money for Trans Lifeline. It's very good. I hope, Grace, that you're not regretting your choices being here right now.
Trans Lifeline review, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
10 out of
them.
10 would recommend.
10 out of 10. Highly recommend. The charity that we're raising money for. Oh, god damn it. Stop setting me on fire.
I'm a little disappointed that James Stephanie Sterling didn't end up having time to come on.
It's things happen. I don't know if you guys.
Never a guarantee.
I don't know if you saw in the text chat. I did post in general a while ago. Sort of the update on Baggy.
Oh, I told the only story about my my rabbi that I can share on Twitch.
Yeah, you did. You already did tell your incredible rabbi in Healy's story. It was good.
If you didn't hear the Rabbis in Healy story, the gist of it is my mother sent me to conversion therapy. My rabbi drove 3 states in 3 days to come save me, and when he showed up, he rolled in literally on Heelys while carrying a boombox that was blasting Pretty Fly for a rabbi.
By Weird Al, yep.
Yep. He loves that
your
song.
rabbi is great.
Yeah, I totally did. The other stories cannot be said on.
Probably not, no.
Mostly because if it ever got back to him that I like shared that story publicly, he would probably murder me.
That's not a rabbi thing. That doesn't sound terribly rabbinical of him.
Not Pretty Fly.
No, but it's very private.
I mean, that is so.
No, yeah, well, they put 8 queer teenage girls to a dorm and didn't watch us all night, so...
So Neela had an unusually pleasant time.
Yeah, it was
all things
great.
Considered.
Even at the time, I was like, wow, this is fun. I shouldn't think this is as much fun as I do, but I'm having a great time. This is alright. There were definitely girls there having a worse time who were like, I think they might actually be able to fix it. And I was like, nope, you're not broken. But I was old enough to know better.
That is a key element here.
Yeah, there were some very young girls, which is upsetting. And boys, there were young kids, but they were in separate dorms because they grouped us by age, which was a full decision to do. They should have put one older kid with a bunch of younger kids. But no, they put all the 17-year-olds and 16-year-olds in the same dorm. Yeah,
I do love how you are advising the conversion therapy camp about how to do better conversion therapy.
You ready to see a strategy guide?
Oh no. Alright, what you want to do is, you want to get all the girls made out.
Oh no.
Hey everyone,
And,
welcome to my conversion camp speed run. If you go at this angle, you can no click
Goddamn.
through and leave.
Goddamn. Oh no, it got bad.
I wish I had seen it. I wish I had been able to take a picture of my mom's face when I got back, because she was waiting for us when we pulled up. And as soon as I get out of the car, I'm not even like at the house yet, and she's like, "Did you learn anything?" I was like, "Yeah, how to eat puss." And her face was so good. She was so red and angry.
I'd say we've been to every world that we can visit.
And then I got to sit there and listen to the rabbi tear into her for 4 hours.
I was taking a drink of water. I've never heard that part of the story before, and I almost did a full spit take.
That's in the director's cut of that film.
God damn this
That very
fucking
good
twink.
scene.
Getting to sit there and watch the rabbi tear into her for like 4 hours was maybe the best. Like, if you've never seen an adult in your life that treated you badly get just absolutely destroyed verbally by an authority figure that they have to respect, it's great.
Oh, it's so cathartic. It's better than canceling plans. It's the best thing in the world.
Yeah, it's just...
It's right up there with the time I found out that my, at the time, 80-year-old grandfather punched out his neighbor because he was saying some homophobic stuff.
Aww.
And he just walked over to his house and kicked his ass.
Oh my god. Also, this is happening now.
Yo.
This sure is happening. Look at this idiot boy. Floating through 2001 A Space Odyssey with his girlfriend.
Between all of the Kingdom Hearts games, Sora has logged enough flight hours to have a pilot's license.
Especially if you include once he canonically learns the ability Glide, and then I spend all of my time flying.
You see? No doubts that you.
I really like Thank You the Doodle Fox. King shit.
Oh my god.
It was you.
Grandpas are amazing. Might beat the hell out of a guy at his own property for calling my dad a porch monkey. Holy crap.
God.
Grandpa sounds awesome.
Hollowed Bone Sora. But yeah, most of my family is garbage, but I have a few members of my family that are very, like, just so pure. Like, my little brother's maybe the greatest human being.
Aww.
Anyway,
I feel the same way, but my niece, she's also very good.
Oh my god, Sora, you dipshit. Sora, like, remembers other people having feelings, and he just goes like, wow, I also have feelings sometimes. This is my power. Cool.
I should really open up and feel the things that I've been feeling.
I mean, not that he hasn't been doing that his entire goddamn life.